Well, Alicia Keenan mentioned the darkest hour, and it seems to be lasting a lot longer. Industry experts here say Michigan restaurants are faring far worse than those in other parts of the country, which is why a nod from Esquire magazine to 3 spots right here in Metro Detroit was welcome news.
I mean, there usually be a crowd in here.
And it's not hard to understand why. Shatila Bakery in Dearborn bakes the flavors of the Middle East right into every flaky bite of pastry it sells. Pre-pandemic, it wouldn't be uncommon to see people shoulder to shoulder here. Shatila graced Esquire magazine's list of 100 restaurants America cannot afford to lose to the pandemic. It was published just before the new year.
We were really honored.
Also joining the list, arguably the city of Detroit's 2 most famous Coney spots, which have shared the same downtown corner for decades. You already know the ones, made famous by their distinct yet familiar taste and a hard-to-resist story of fierce competition.
It's a myth. There's no rivalry. First of all, we are better.
Lafayette is the best. Lafayette is #1 here.
We're talking, of course, about Lafayette Coney Island and American Coney Island. When it comes to what makes their Coney dog the perfect one, these folks practice a different religion. But there's one thing they share right now, aside from a nod from Esquire.
There's no events downtown. There's no reason for people to come downtown. The offices are empty.
And with no sporting events and only takeout orders, they're bringing in a mere sliver of the business they saw pre-COVID. Sales at Lafayette Coney down around 35%.
We do the best we can to make everybody happy.
It's not a unique story, sadly, says Justin Winslow with the Michigan Restaurant and Lodging Association. He called the health department's delay of returning to dine-in service unacceptable and says of the state's industry in general,
it's hanging on by a thread. Those downtown cafes that really rely on people congregating in large amounts, and you're seeing those struggle really maybe more than most.
It's the legacy we've all come to know about these places that owners hope keeps them going. American Coney owner Grace Kiros determined, albeit frustrated by the state health department's pace on reopening.
You can't open up the mall and have people eating in the food court and yet not allow me to put 10 people inside to sit down. Give us something.
And of course, all 3 spots were grateful for that national nod from Esquire. But like all restaurants struggling right now to keep the lights on, they are just eager for the day when people can actually come inside. They say even with capacity restrictions in place, Winslow with the Michigan Restaurant and Lodging Association adding that restaurants are also hoping for some additional PPP money from the Fed soon. Reporting live this morning, Jen Shantz, 7 Action News. Yeah.